Well, welcome back to Mr. Obsoletes Vintage Homesteading. Today we're going to run off the homestead. We're going to go visit our neighbor and go deer hunting. So anyway, I brought my deer paralyzer and we'll go over and see what we can catch. Well, look in the distance. There's a little deer back over there sitting next to a Hercules engine powered device. Let's see if we can paralyze it. Well, you see, we've got a bullseye here, so we got our little tractor here all paralyzed. This tractor belongs to the neighbor. It's a 1941 John Deere Model L. This is the smallest tractor they made. They made them from 1937 till the mid-50s. And this is an unusual tractor because it's one of the very few that doesn't have a John Deere engine. Now, they built a later model of these called an LA, and they actually copied the Hercules engine, which this has, and made it on their own. But anyway, get my notes out here and I'll give you the BS on it here. Okay, this is what's called a styled one because it has a nice shroud on it. The early ones just had a flat radiator screen and then just a little bare hood on it. Like I say, there's three versions of it. The first two used the Hercules engines, and the later one used the John Deere copy of it. So this one is 66.4 cubic inch. And it's on the drawbar pole at 7.09 horsepower, which don't sound like a whole lot. And the engine runs at 1550 RPM wide open, which is basically a fast idle compared to new engines. And the thing that's weird about this tractor, we'll come over and show you some of the unusual features here. Okay, well, here's your little bitty two-cylinder Hercules engine. There's a Marvel Schebler carburetor, which are cast iron. Those are really excellent carburetors. And right here is your governor, of course your exhaust manifold and whatnot. And the one thing that's weird about this tractor, they built it really cheaply. The frame is made out of pipes. Even the front axle is a pipe. And the later ones actually had a cast frame. And the early ones like this are hand start only. So we'll see if we can get it to run here in a bit. We'll talk briefly about what I've done to this tractor over the last number of years. It's rebuilt the carburetor, rebuilt the magneto for the ignition system, and put new front tires on it, and packed the wheel bearings, and of course greased the chassis. So anyway, if a miracle happens, it'll start right up. So the starting procedure is that we'll go and turn the fuel on first, and then we'll check and make sure it's in neutral. And then we'll go and put the choke on, set the throttle at about a third throttle. And I'll leave the ignition switch off and I'll pull it through a couple of times to prime it. Then I'll flip the ignition switch on and give it a fast twirl and hopefully it'll light off. So I'll check all the fluids here real quick and be right back. Okay, well, the fuel petcock is up under here, so we've opened that up. Put the choke on, set the throttle. And we'll give it a couple of spins and then we'll come back and flip the ignition switch and see what happens. These have the unique John Deere exhaust sound. we are, how to capture a deer. As a bonus, this has a nice original rubber steering wheel. Okay, well, just a couple of last things here. Here's the magneto for the spark plug's ignition. And here's an oil bath air cleaner. And oil bath air cleaners, you have oil in here, and air is drawn through there. Any particulate that's in the air will stay in the oil, and then you take the cup off the bottom and wash it out every so often. So they're almost 100% efficient. But anyway, that'll conclude our exciting video. And so vintage is best. We'll see you on the next exciting video.